Oh, hi there. Going to switch it up today on Monday and not do the usual Shogi Wars, multi-game mini marathon stream, and instead I'm going to start training for this coming March tournament. And 81 Dojo seems to be one of the only places that have a time control that's similar-ish to the 1540 that we're going to be using. So I'm going to set up and request and join in if I see any 1530 games. So those should be, I figure a 15-minute with 30-second Byoyomi match should be about the closest thing online has to a 1540 over the board. Since it takes time to make moves, takes time to press the clock, I think actually 1530 is maybe even a better approximation for what I'll be seeing in the actual tournament. Normally over the board in East Bay, we play 10-40. So, very close, but just with 5 seconds, 5 seconds shorter for the main time control. In SF, we play 540. So, even less main time, but the Byoyomi is the same. And this tournament will be 1540. So, it'll be close. It'll be close. It'll be nice to have the extra time in the main bank. But, I'm going to start training. And here it is at 81 Dojo. And there are no rated games of that time control. So, I'm going to be seeing, I think from what I gather, from watching a lot, just being in the UI and seeing that waiting player list quite often. 1530 seems to be the one, 1530 and 1030, but 1530, I'm pretty sure I see a lot that guests are requesting. But I also see, a bunch of people requesting practice games at 1530. So that's what I'm going to do, and see how it goes. If it's slow, maybe I'll move over to lishogi, try to request the same time control, 1530. I won't do 1540 because 1540 online is, like I said, I'd equate that more to be like 1560 over what am I trying to say, 1540 is more like 1560 because you're getting more time, you're getting more time than you'll realistically have when you're playing over the board to actually make the move and write the move. I mean, that's adding a whole new layer to it. I assume people will be writing, will be notating their own games. I will be, as long as it's allowed and as long as it's not frowned upon. That I'll be doing that so I can review the games later. I don't think there'd be any other way to do that, other than having the players record it themselves. I didn't look too closely. I didn't see a mention of it in the tournament rules, but the tournament rules are awfully short. So, who knows? We'll see. I'll have the paper and pen and all that kind of stuff with me. But let's get going. Check the stream, see how it's in this 81 Dojo layout, and I'll wait for a game. Here we go. Non-rated because all the rating are 1560. Hey, Gust One, how are you? I'm doing well. As I was saying here in the lead up, I'm gonna be training for our 1540 tournament coming up in March, around this time next month. And 81 Dojo has 1530, which is I'd say probably the closest, the closest to over the board 1540. Since it's you don't have to write your move, you don't have to make the move. And it should be pretty close. So I'm going to do that. I'm always, hey Gabrielle, good to see you too. Hopefully I have some luck. Watching the stream, rewatching the stream for last night, it was rough. It was a long day of shogi. It finished out nicely. But it was very long. It was very long, but and very mentally traumatizing. But it was all right. So here, this is rate. What is this? How do I? Is this? This is a new challenge. Is this for my time control or is this for a different game? Okay, this is for the game. Boy, that was sort of confusing. This is a name and a name and flag I recognize from the Discord. So, welcome. You saw yesterday, nice victory at the final. Thank you. It was maddening. It was maddening. But good. What's the usual? Yeah, this is not the correct line. So I've already blown up my line, I think. No, I'm good. I'm actually good. Yeah, that would have been the fun line had the push. I mean, these are all good lines, but I mean, these are all fun positions, but that one in particular. All right, I will come over. So this is, this level of opponent, I think, is probably what I'm going to be seeing a lot of in that tournament. This level, over the board, 2-3 dons. It will be interesting to see. I'm fully expecting to go into this tournament and just get, demolished. All right, I don't want to just play. I don't want to just play completely, by rote here. So let me think about this. I'm going to bring this silver up. I'm not going to continue with the castle. Hey Rico, great to see you. Gabriel, you found a really cool site these days with retro games. There are a lot of Nintendo Shogi. Oh wow. Oh, the Nintendo. Which Nintendo Shogi game was? Oh boy, I can't. I think I might know which one you're talking about. Was it in the console, the virtual console? So this here, I just reviewed these similar positions, not even 2 hours ago. And like I've said before, like I said yesterday, I just cannot remember these lines. I just cannot. I think, I mean, I have the option of this. I think I have the option of this. Oh, I don't know if this is. I don't see this. Is this a taunt? Is this a taunt? The comment doesn't show. But one thing May said is, "Don't worry about it too much. I'm playing non-Joseki too." Is that a taunt? Is that acknowledging that I'm out of book? Is that? Oh man. Hey, Jandro. I thought the ratings on 81 Dojo are harder to get than on Shogi War. Surprised to see the same for both of you. Depends. I think from what I see, Shogi Wars has a huge glut of players that are in the 1Q range. These 1Q players could be 2Q elsewhere. They could be 2 Dan elsewhere. Actually, they could be higher. I know a couple people in real life that were like 3 Dan, and they're still 1Q. Shogi Wars. It's just Shogi Wars takes a lot of, especially once you've been playing a lot. It takes a lot of grinding. Let me actually add a smiley here in the chat. Okay. Oh. 1, 2. Ooh, spicy. Oh. So, what I'm looking at, take and promote, take. That sounds like and May. I assume this is you. Thanks for the follow and thanks for stopping by. Oh, and thanks to my comments 2017 as well, who followed 7 hours ago. And there's more evidence. There's more evidence. Gabriel is only 1Q on Shogi Wars. Hello. I am debating this line here. See, if this was Shogi Wars, if this was Shogi Wars, I would make this move in an instant. I would make, I would take on 5-3 in an instant. But now, when someone whose game I respect does this, now I'm like, maybe I should respond here. Oh boy. All right, so yeah, I think I have to. I have to play. Shogi Dad, no Shogi. Okay. I wonder if that actually helped. Now looking back, I wonder if that actually helped Gotei's development. And I'm almost already burned through, most of my the extra 5 minutes that I'm not used to, where I'm playing 1040 over the board. I mean, I have to make this too, right? I have to make this. Right? I mean, they'll take away my central rook card if I don't make this move. Well, no, because take. Wait, pawn drop. Back. Oh, boy. Okay. And is that holding? Is that... Wow, this is really an interesting spot that I do not. This is like one of those games last night where it's like I do not ever remember seeing this position. How many games of Central Rook have I played, and I don't remember ever having this choice. I mean, oh well. There's also this. I mean, oh no, there's not. No, because silver takes, and then yeah. Okay, ease up on that one. I think I sort of have to do this. Maybe this is like a good first game. Just get the blood flowing. Get loose with these moves. Now, maybe it's. I was just going to say, maybe it's a little too late to be thinking about this, but now this trade of rook for bishop is looking pretty good. For May. I mean, obviously I have to take this, but a pawn here will so a pawn at 5-4. Silver goes where? Let's say pawn 5-4. Silver 6-4. Rook. I have 2 pawns, so I don't necessarily have to fear... I don't think I have to fear the lance yet. Let's do that. Hmm. This is okay. So if I get the option here, let's say I've got this rook. Let's say I have the rook here. What is the Lance? Oh. Hmm. Now I don't like it so much. Now I don't like it so much. Um so if I all right. Yeah. And then let's if and when the Lance drop comes, or would a pawn drop would a pawn drop also just stifle it, ignoring forgetting the lance. This 5/5 is double protected for a pawn or a lance drop. See part of the problem here. Someone in on the stream, maybe last week or whenever it was, had mentioned Gerard UV from Mexico as a strong central rook player, and I watched just an hour ago or so, or I guess it was like 3 hours ago. Boy, time has flown today. Just this stunning attack, this match with a stunning attack. First time I've seen Gerard UV play. And so now all of a sudden, now I think like I'm Gerard, so I'm making I'm making these swashbuckling attacks, but I don't have the same skill. So it's like, okay, sure, I can try to mimic what I see, what I see on the internet, but uh one So yeah, I think I'm sort of busted, right? I think I'm sort of busted. Oh, that's and now I can't move my knight because I've blocked it. Okay. Mm. So take the. As I find myself saying far too often, I'm in a tough spot. Yeah. So I think I need to protect this pawn. I think I need to. I'm not seeing. Wait. So promote. I still can take. Right? That gets my lance, my rook sort of out of there. So how to block it? Huh. Let me see. Gerard UV, strong center rook player. You always lose against him. This game, I tell you, I was I at least until the attack petered off a little bit. It seemed like to me, but this attack, I don't know how was so quick. It was just stunning. Just a stunning attack. You know, the kind that I dream about making. And I was glad because I seem to remember one of you saying that you don't see him around much these days. So just knowing that, or that I either misinterpreted that or it's not true, was nice. Found a game that you won. Gost won. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, don't don't mess with Gabriel there. Yeah, it'll show you. That's awesome. The CNS Open. What is CNS? Oh, in your defense, the game was not rated. Yeah, it's funny. Even though they're just internet points, rating definitely, at least I think for most people. I don't know. Actually, I shouldn't say most people. I just know for myself. It does matter. It does matter in a slight way. Um, it's funny how that works. It's really funny how that works. Oh, so let's say I take, take, which is check. What about this? What about take, run, take? What about this? This is not good enough. That's not a good enough trade. Yeah, that's definitely not good enough. All right, we got to come in. We've got to come in. Hmm. This does come with check. This comes with check. Cannot take back because then it's mate. What about gold? Run. Then I'm up here. Gold. That's just not fast enough. I don't, what about? No, it just takes. What about? If I take with the king, there's the pin, which I don't necessarily even think is so bad. I guess it loses the silver. So if I take this silver with this sort of semi-slow move, then I'll have this looks like a knight. This looks like a promoted knight. Yeah, that is a knight. If I come up, oh, Isla73, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you joining the stream. What about this? What about if I just drop a knight, a gold here? And then what? And then what? Let's try it. I don't like the lance. I don't like a lance drop on there, I don't think, but it's fine. Actually, no. The lance drop is fine because it's mate then. Oh no, yeah, it is. Now, I think I don't know if this move is terrible or not, but it's one of those. I might be knee jerking sort of in the far opposite direction, where I'm so afraid of a king walk based on yesterday's experience. I lost 2 games where the king ran, and I failed to what is the word, to finish, to finish it. one online and one over the board. And it's hard to rewatch that. I tell you, it is really hard. It was really hard to rewatch that last night, the game. I think it was against Mayu.jump, who just kept moving, kept staying alive in slightly tricky spots, and I didn't cut off the king, even though I had time. Like, maybe I'm misinterpreting my time here. I feel like I have time. I feel like I have one or two moves right now. Though, yeah. Nakabishiawase. Wait, I'm. It's such a long. It's on the other machine, and I'm struggling to see the full. Nakabisha Shiawase. Hi. Thanks. Thank you. Thanks for coming to the channel. Love the username. Already love the username as a Central Rook player. Anyone on Team Central Rook is a friend of mine. Oh, and thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Yeah, we were just talking about Nakabisha. This one incredible player from Mexico had a game today, and I was I was just in awe. Was just in awe watching this match, and it's it's inspiring to see people take openings. Okay, oh boy. So I can't run because I can't run. Or could I have? Could I have? Could I run? I've got this expendable rook here. You love Nakabisha. It's especially excellent. Why did you start? I'm curious because people ask me. I'm curious why you started using it or loving it. Oh. Oh boy. Oh, this is. Oof. So this is it, right? This is I that's it, right? Then either take and then drop. Ah, well, thank you for the game. I'm going to chalk that up to being absolute absolute luck. I mean, that is pure luck. I think, when you're playing someone so low here, it's very easy to take, to take a move and just like take it easy. But yeah, thank you. Yes, yeah, no doubt. Oh no, no, yeah, no. May I say it? One that is not as strong. You say no, no way. I'm just saying I do not believe you. Yeah, yeah. One, Showdown to me is still like the gods of shogi. So anyone up here, yeah, this opening, this so initially, yeah, what I was looking to do was come up and take these pawns on 7-4 and 3-4. Yeah, so yeah, May is saying that they've made a boat castle, which for me, as I said, my personal my personal uh, proverb is that when I build a boat castle, I lose with boat castle. Okay, yeah, and I don't have a proper opening yet. Yes, that's something Todovsky also points out quite a bit, and it still hasn't sunk in. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I wonder if it's almost like bait. Like I see those pawns and I see those pawns and yeah, I like I see these the pawns on 7-4 and 3-4, and my eyes are like, oh my gosh, I can take those pawns. There's an opening with the two silvers attacking, but you don't know the Joseki. Gabriel is saying for static against central rook. Um, yeah, the one that just gives me grief is I think it's Chosokogin, where just the silver comes up behind this pawn on 7-4. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's I am saying I would love more principles, but principles, but they're hard to come by. Compared to chess, I think. So I get stuck trying to memorize. Like like I've said, I have this huge repertoire of moves from my games, that are that come from Satomi, or they come from me tweaking the engine to think of what I want to do. Yeah. Yeah, I was going to give up my silver. I was going to give up my silver for this. Um yeah. Yeah, yeah, May saying I was trying to be fancy, which is bad. Don't be like that. Yeah. That is I mean, I certainly do it. I certainly do it once especially, I've noticed, like, once I start thinking that I'm in a good position, that I start doing that. So like this one seems like it feels like bait, where I can, yeah, maybe I should just avoid it and make the castle. But I can exchange off that center pawn. I can take the 7-4 or the 3-4 pawn. I think I take 7-4 and then 3-4 in that order. I'm not sure though. Because it'd be once the this, and then this, I'm kind of, I kind of have these, at least that's what I'm looking at. um okay, so no, normally. Huh. Yeah, maybe it's just giving you development. Is that it? Like it seemed to. The pawn 5/3 is already protected by two pieces. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm always at a sort of uncertain point where when do I actually trade off that pawn? When do I open the file, trade off the pawn, or how much pressure do I want to try to put on the opponent by threatening to go promote? Like the rook take on Sun 4 comes with the threat of promoting. Well, I guess it doesn't because the silver is guarding 7-1. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So this line in particular, I feel like I shouldn't be a central rook player if I can't deal with this line, but I'm so terrified of it. I get beaten so badly. Yeah. And then once the trade comes here, yeah. Yeah, this correct me if I'm wrong. This is the Chosokogin strategy versus Central Rook. I believe. I think I saw this first in a Shogi Ramen TV YouTube video, and people play this against me a lot, a lot. Yeah, yeah. See, that's the thing. It turns into a slow game, and I'm terrible at slow games because I'm gonna blunder somewhere. I had a very slow game over the board on Tuesday night in a very similar, not quite the same, but in a very similar position against a really solid player who was defensive first, and offensive second, and eventually it just ground me down, and it's defense is so tough, or at least trying to maintain the position. Once this pawn is traded off, I get a little frantic, and maybe it's just more experience, just trying to live in it with more experience, because I'll flail a bit, and so I may have played this position, let's say 50 times, but like if I'm just flailing out of it before it really sets in, maybe I'm not doing it justice. Yeah, yeah. You say you can't force the rapid attack that easy, and I myself also, because one of my strategies was, well, I don't know what to do against this, so I'm going to try to do it when the opponent, is. So I'm going to try to do it, and I had trouble making the rapid attack. Like when I was the person making the rapid attack, I had trouble, but it seems like nobody has trouble against me, and I just don't get it yet. It's so weird. It's so weird how my brain is so like stuck against this opening. And then Nakabisha Hiyawase, I started playing Nakabisha inspired by a Japanese woman called Aya. That's funny because I was inspired by Fukuma, or Satomi. And before I knew it was Satomi, I just saw the name on Shogi DB2. So you can't play a tricky opening, but once your opponent is too good at endgame, yeah, yeah, the game will be mostly, yeah, and that's what happens, and that's what happens in these games. I mean, without I'd say more consistently than with any other openings, when these attacks happen, and the attacking side has sort of broken through the pawn on my bishop's head or whatnot, those games, they become a snowball. And if you look at the graph, it's like, it's just gradual. It's just a gradual and then just steady, and I never get any counterplay. Yeah. Yeah, the game of most, and most Q players don't play along a specific opening. Yeah, yeah, I'd agree with that. I definitely agree that Q players will mostly play freestyle. Though it seems like for this opening, I'm not sure why, people seem to at least know enough till they get to the point where they get to the same point where they break me down. It's so strange. It's so strange. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, you're also very inspired by Satomi. Yeah, so good. I assume you saw the match against Fuji in on I guess on the New Year that was played in October. So good, so good. This line is what. Yeah, yeah, I agree with that. That this is the most popular static rook against central rook. It is for me. As the central rook player, as this. Wait, this position has the pawn sacrifice special attack, which pawn sacrifice for which player? Yeah, I'm speaking as if I assume this person is in the chat. Yeah, they said that this position has a pawn sacrifice special attack, and asking if we know it. So May. Apologies if I'm pronouncing May wrong, or if it's my or please let me know. And then the pawn push here, right? Oh no. Oh, this is terrifying. This is terrifying because then the pawn drop behind happens. Wait. Does wait? Oh, I have already got the silver guarding it. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm definitely. This is very much where Oh boy, I get into Kimura Mino there. What? Oh boy. Oh wow. Wow. Oh, that's nice. Now, for me though, again. I'm saying I've always made Kimura after pawn. What side? 4-6. Oh, I'm not. See the difficulty. The difficulty here is that I don't know if I'm a good enough player to convert this. I don't know if I'm a good enough player to convert with two bishops and a lance versus two rooks minus a lance or whatever it is. I just don't know if I'm good enough to convert those. You say a very aggressive player. Yeah, yeah, that is extremely aggressive. But I was with them until that sacrifice. I've been in those. You sort of play in that same line. Very very cool. I'm saying what basically what I said. I don't know if I can convert to. Yeah, that's it's one of those. It's one of those where I feel like I should make this. This is the right move, but I can't. But maybe I just need to try to do it more because I've played over the board with for a long time now with someone who's better than me. At least two ranks better than me, and there's a game that will live on in my memory where it was basically that where I had the two rooks and I thought I had this great position, but with two bishops, just kept moving me all over the board, just like constant threats and constant annoyances on my rook, just driving me around. It was awesome, but yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's the May is saying I want to turn this game into a slow game. Does anyone know who Slaveria is? Is this anyone from the Discord, or is this just a helpful, really good player? Maybe just happened to see what Gabriel is doing. It's so cool. It's so cool, and it's one of it is. I've said my piece about 81 Dojo, but you get this in 81 Dojo where you don't necessarily get this anywhere else, where people are coming in, observing games and cheering on other people, and just like the game I watched, the Gerard UV game that I watched today. There were like 5 or 6 of us, including Maple Sugar Lover, who was in there and suggesting moves, suggesting the next move. It's just it's a really fun environment. There needs to be like ways to do like emotes or like thumbs up to specific lines and stuff like that. Include that interaction. But it's cool the way it is. There's another style that Slaveria is saying there's another style that brings a silver under the pawn first, but the pawn sacrifice looks cooler. and I mean, as a central rook player, really all you're trying to do is look cool. I mean, let's be honest. Yeah, you can choose between a slow game and focus on middle and end game, or focus on Joseki at this point. Yeah, I think that. I don't think I was too far out of Joseki at the beginning, at least not out of my lines. But we ended up in that spot. Yeah. Going on Aguma. It like I think I'm on the edge. Like, this is a position where I'd be like right on the edge of deciding whether or not to do it. The pawn in the first file hasn't been pushed. The silver is still back on 3-1. But when there are 2 silvers up already, I think I'll usually just go with my Mino, push it into Kimura. But yeah, the Anaguma, it doesn't work out so often for me. Oh, Gerard UV also made Anaguma, and apparently Anaguma is also like that style, the style. So they play Central Rook with Anaguma, which is a very cool style. I mean, it's I love it when it works for me. I love it. It's really nice. Gerard, always plays Anaguma. Okay, wow. It's fascinating, and I guess when your end game is really good, I guess when your end game is good, then it doesn't matter. Like, none of us are going to become professionals. None of us are going to be taking on Fuji. So, someone could playing Central Rook and Anaguma can get to that level and be awesome with a strategy that everyone knows is coming. So if it's true that they always play Anaguma, then the opponent knows that, and even with that in mind, still beating people 2-dan, 3-dan. So I mean, that gives me hope. It gives me hope. Even though the engine will hate me, I'm not trying to make friends with the engine. Yeah. Ignore pros. They don't play Ranger Rook anymore. Yeah. Well, Fukuma does. Oh man, what does Tobey do these days? Does Tobey not? Does Tobey not play Central Rook anymore in real matches, or did he never? Oh, you are. Okay, awesome. Rico say, let me give you a hint for playing against May. Try to go for Anaguma. She'll let you. Well, what would be construed as not letting you? Rushing the first file pawn, like rushing the first file pawn up, or rushing the silvers up. Like, I'm curious. Like, I'm curious now what Gerard struggles with. Like I'm definitely curious. I'm gonna have to go through Gerard UV's games. And maybe I'll just be disappointed. I don't know. But this game today, watching it was exhilarating. It was, I felt like I was there, and his opponent it sure seemed to me to be flailing, but flailing in a strong player, the way a strong player flails. It looked like there were some nice little there's some little mines that were being laid there to step on. And yeah, go for Mino, and you'll be forced to play Mino also, or also to take a lot of tempo to make Anaguma. Yeah, huh. Well, I would sort of expect if I go Anaguma, maybe you'd go like high Mino, high left Mino, something like that. Something to stifle the central rook a bit, or rush the silvers. No, oh, so you're saying no? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Anaguma is strong, but see the problem is my defense is very weak. So Anaguma is strong, my defense is weak, and it sort of balances out, but it's oh man, uh, yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Oh, Rico's talking. Making a rapid attack is the answer to Anaguma. You try to start the fight before the castle can be finished. Yes, and so I have been, what lately. It might have even happened yesterday in yesterday night's games where I had my Anaguma just with the silver. The gold was still the gold was still on 4-9. The other gold might have been on like 7-2, defending that bishop or whatever. It was a rough Anaguma, and it did not stand up all that well. Chirp chirp, hey Night Sparrow, great to see you. May's talking. So it takes a lot of tempo to break it. So counterattack is the thing you want to focus on when playing Anaguma. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, and just to be clear, when you say when you say counterattack, or other sort of like Shogi Harbor people say counterattack, do you mean are you meaning pick your chance, bide your time and wait till the opponent makes a slow move? Or do you have something else in mind, like some particular strategy of the other player maybe trying an attack and then you sabaki something, or like I guess it can mean multiple things. But like I'm curious because a lot of people say counterattack, especially in the context of swinging rook. But like what? So when you trade a piece, okay, okay, okay. So you'll trade a piece. You sort of get velocity by having the ability to drop it, but you're going to be faster because your castle takes so many moves to break down. Okay, okay, yeah, yeah. May is saying your opponent will likely have that piece also, and so they will attack you back with that piece. It's a type of counterattack. I have not read Sabaki at a glance. I'm not sure if that's sort of what the English language book that would be appropriate for this sort of conversation. That's one of the at a glance books that I have not read yet, and I keep meaning to, but I keep getting hung up in these Tsume books, and yeah, yeah. All right, all right. Well, this was great. This was great. I think the for a tournament now may I say for a tournament, this go for Mino, the most solid choice. Yeah, that's the thing, is that I'm wondering, knowing me, I'm gonna wuss out sort of last second at a tournament situation, and I'll just go Mino because I'll be so afraid of getting caught in the middle somehow. And this tournament is going to be all these good players, all these players who are better than I am, and it's just going to be it's going to be scary. It's going to be very scary. And yeah, though, maybe going on Aguma is a way to calm the nerves. Maybe I don't know. But see, my problem is that when I go Mino, so if I go half Mino as a central rook player, I end up. Oh, thank you, Night Sparrow. Thank you. When I go half Mino as central rook, inevitably I end up in Kimura Mino, because the position gets slow and I'm basically looking for something to do. So I start pushing the pawn and I move it up, and the engine loves it, but like my results don't love it. My results definitely don't love it, and I just don't usually have many good plans. Versus when I'm trying on Aguma, at least I sort of have a plan. I could just take 10 moves to make the Anaguma, and then once I'm in there, it's like, okay, there's one task I've done for today. I've made my Anaguma. Although these days, often I am not making the 4-piece, or the full 3, 2 golds and 1 silver. Often only with 1 gold and 1 silver, just because that gold gets hung up defending the bishop. So yeah, really interesting stuff. Did I just say did I sound hearing back what I said, it sounded like I made up a word. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Though, don't forget, yeah. Yes, for a slow game, don't forget, I can swing the rook. Yeah, and so I will very often go opposing. So, I'll go to the second file. Well, I mean, it depends where it's needed, but that is, I think nowadays, to a fault, I've been swinging the rook out of the 5th file and into the 2nd file. Because like when I'm going against a ranging rook player, they're Mino, like they'll be in Mino, so they'll be in Mino, on the top left of my screen. And so all of a sudden I'll feel like, okay, I can attack the edge and the 2nd file pretty easily. And I try to, and I try to do it. But often, I'll have committed my pawn to 5-5, or I'll have committed my silver here. And those kind of get a little out of yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm speaking in such vagaries, but like, yeah, shogi is difficult. Shogi is really difficult, and it feels like whenever I swing the rook over out of the 5th file, I'm gaining something, but I'm losing something. And so it's that decision of, what am I losing? What am I gaining? And yeah, I mean, it's what makes some of these positions so fascinating to me anyway. They may be obvious choices for better players, but for me, it's still really interesting stuff. This square is not a good square to go in this case. It's not going to. Do you mean go with the rook? Because whenever I do put the rook there, it's usually to defend some pawn, some pawns coming up on the 2nd or 1st file, and I really don't like it. Yeah, that square, when I'm in there and I do, because it's like, I assume you mean because it's just hanging. It's a loose piece. The silver on 5-6 is just a loose piece at that point if I've swung the rook over. And I have had that trapped, or I've had that captured by the opponent swinging their rook over to the 5th file, and it gets ugly. It really gets ugly. I think that's partly why I don't love that position of having the silver behind the pawn, the vanguard pawn, even though, it's, I think it's Joseki, it's a lot of people, it's a lot of central rook lines do it. The engine loves it, but it's rough. Oh, Rico, you just saw my wall of text in the Discord. If you weren't already committed to the tournament dinner, then you really be tempted. Yeah, obviously no obligation. So you're going to be at the dinner. I think Shogi Explained is going to be at the dinner. I don't know. So, that message on the Discord is also like, hey, is anyone else not going for the dinner type thing, not so subtle. Like, anyone else just want to go have some Japanese curry? Because I don't know about you, but I love, and my wife, my family, we love Coco Ichibanya. Just from the time in Japan. And the last time we went to Los Angeles 4 years ago, like that was like our first stop was Coco, and it was a different location, but we love Japanese curry, and Coco is there is no Coco here in Northern California. Go-Go, I know that Go-Go is in New York. I love Go-Go. We all love Go-Go, Go-Go curry. But Coco is in SoCal, and I'm cool. I say SoCal, I'm very cool. By the way, yeah, thank you. Thank you. And, thanks for I did my official greet. I'm a proper 81 dojo player. And I'm going to copy this Kifu. I'm gonna bring. I have a study of my 81 dojo games. I'm going to bring this in, so I could review it tomorrow. Even though we've done a good review on this, I still like to look at the look them over. Boy, I almost ran out of battery today on my machine. I wasn't paying attention to the battery. These Macs get incredible battery life, but I had Yanara O going crazy on some, because some of those games last night, they were interestingly they were I say I have this massive repertoire of openings, and I say I have this massive repertoire, but like these were not, the player was out of, at least out of my book, really early. So I was like a scientist or whatever, developing new strategies for it, with the help of the engine. Evaluates Maid's game behavior. I mean, good, duh. I mean, let's bring this in here, and Treasure Hunt is good. Oh, and it's 1530. Let's switch our OBS here. Treasure Hunt is really good. At least I've had. I mean, what do I know about evaluating people? But like, I've had really fun games with them. Let me import this and then try to get it in there. 1530 is exactly what I'm looking for. What is this? What is this? This is just a variation. I hope it imports. Okay, got that. And add to study. 81 Dojo 2024A. And okay, there it is. All right, so I'm in here. Okay, so I've got my thing here. I'm definitely going to have to make sure to try that place on Thursday or Friday. Oh yeah, you said you're going to be there Thursday. Oh, jealous. All right, get this, and now I'll switch to my game, my game view here, and where is it? Oh, lishogi game. There it is. And let's get in here. Am I switched? I am switched. All right. Let's say hello. Good luck. Oh, it's my move. Let me check the stream. The stream looks good. Oh, Gabriel, do you want to assume exercise? Oh, absolutely. Oh, it is from an alt line. Is that the alt line in that Kifu? What's the? I'm blanking on my line here. Yeah, there we go. Just processing. My brain is doing the recall. It's doing the recall. Oh, okay. 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 Boy, I do not see this often. I do not see this one often. Um, I'm gonna go over here. Ooh, 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 ooh. I think am I busted already? Am I busted already? Oh, am I busted? I don't think so, but boy, I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna have to look. See, the problem with having a bunch of lines, the problem is that if you have a bad memory, they don't do you any good in the actual game. So, oh, I don't want to do this, and I don't want to do that. Let me go over here. Okay, and I'm going to I am going to use some new technology developed today in conjunction with the finest computing technology. Wait for it. Wait for it. Someday people will be praising me for this. Someday people may be writing books about this. There we go. I don't want to take all the credit. The Boffins over on the Yanra O team, created the technology to enable this. I don't want to give up a drop. Wait, yeah. Oh, there's no drop. No, there's no drop, even if I do this. Yeah. This line, this castle, I think is contingent on me pushing that pawn. What's Treasure Hunt going to do with this rook over there? I'm feeling all out of sorts. Okay. Yeah. Now I can't do that. I cannot do that. I mean, I have no one to blame. I'm the one who exchanged the bishops. So it's my fault that my opponent has a bishop in their hand. Oh, this technology is already biting me. I can't move my silver up. So let's see. I'm thinking about moving here so I can go up here, and then move my silver. All right. Yeah. Let's match it. Let's just match that for now. I don't want to make this move yet. Just checking the layout again since I've been struggling over the past couple of weeks changing layouts. Oh, you're not kidding when you said you like to search Tsume's in the game. How do you do it? Do you have like a program that finds them, or are you just searching them? With your own brain. Effectively is what I'm asking. Because I know Lee Chess and I think Lee Shogi, they have when they're doing analysis, part of it I think is also finding those. I suspect it's looking for positions that basically are a mate in 3 or mate in 5 or whatever, but like there's only one, an ideal one. There's only one path to victory. Okay, so this could be coming. This could be coming. I want to get over here. Let's do this. Let's do this now. Oh, I'm blocking my bishop. Oh boy. He doesn't have a pawn though. Doesn't have a pawn. Do I have time? Do I have time to do this? If I do that, push, take, and then I could come up. All right. But now, yeah, so let me make sure there's no drops. Come here. Then I'm not going to draw circles because that's not going to help me in for over the board to draw circles on the board to track where I'm covering. But all the bottom file is covered by my rook. Sides will be covered. Everything's covered. Do any of you have this same problem that I sort of exhibit here, where when the opponent has a bishop in hand, you need to spend a lot of extra time on your move. So I was watching a video today about basically it's called Blunder Check. It's for chess. But this teacher was saying to ask yourself these 3 questions before after your opponent makes a move. What and hopefully I can remember them now. What is the meaning of this move? What are they trying to do? Can I capture anything? And then once you've decided on your move, do I lose any? What do I lose at the end of this move? So it's like this cascading question. So the meaning of this move, I think, based on how I see people do it, is that they wants to exchange these pawns off, and then drop the pawn on the head here. So I think I have to come up. I think I have to come up because this, if I move back here, then there's this. There's nothing I can capture right now. And if I move here, I'm not losing anything at the end of this. I'm guarding. I'll be guarding these squares. This square is already guarded. I'll be guarding this. But if this comes up, the question will be, what do I do? Do I take it or do I not? Because if I don't take it, I don't know if this comes over. But anyway, this I think is the move. I've got to give myself this back out spot. And then Gabrielle, you search for yourself. Some of them you adapt the position to make a puzzle. Oh, nice. And then it depends. Some of the positions there are thematic ideas, so it's faster. But in more harder middle games, yes. Yeah. So I don't want to take this because I don't want to accelerate. I don't want this. If I takes, well, I guess I could drop, right? No, because this is coming in. Yeah. So this is just like we discussed in the last game. This is where I start to crumble. I'm not going to do anything. Where am I? But what can I do? What can I do? With knowing that they have a bishop in hand? What can I do here? I could push this and start going here. I could do this. So I'm already guarding this. I'm already guarding this. This is not guarded. But I could do this and then swing this up, and then this new technology I've developed will kind of have been all for naught. Okay, so does he swing the rook over now? Is that the next move? Like, does a pawn? What sense does a pawn drop have here? Is there sense? Is there sense to it? Look at this goofy castle that I've made. I should be embarrassed of myself. The engine's like, nah, this is good. Nah, mate, this is good. Oh man. If this does come over, do I take this? No, because then this, yeah, I don't think if this comes, yeah, because then if the silver comes up here, yeah, if the silver comes over to 3-5. Oh, look at this. Oh boy, now what? Now what? Now we do this, and then we got a pawn drop, and we got... Ooh. Feel like I'm being baited. Feel like I'm being baited. So yeah, I'm thinking like, is there? And say he swings it over. Do I start like run? I don't. No, the silver doesn't. It doesn't need to be over here. The king is not over in this side. I need to channel Todosky. Aim for the king. That's the king is. The lance is not a king. I don't need a lance right now. What about this pawn push? So I move this pawn. I cover the 5-5 square. Sort of. Because the silver will still be here. So let's say let's there's get some sneakiness going on. If I take, they take, and they're kind of on their way in. No, because I could just drop another pawn, and they don't. They do have a bishop. Do I lose anything? I don't. Do I push up here? No, because then I'm trapping this sort of. No, I think it's trapped. If a silver gets dropped, we're doing it. 433. Boy, I'm using a lot of time. I don't know how this tournament is going to go when I'm so slow. And if you think I'm slow online, asking the tough questions. So take, and promote. Take and promote. Take. What about take and promote, move over, oh, we can't move over because I got this. let's see. At the end of this, take, 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 promote, take, take. Yeah, I mean this has got to be winning for me. Because I've got this, if not invincible castle, incorruptible castle. High-tech castle. It's also a very high-tech castle. All right. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm a caveman. I see things, I take them. You know, my piece is very close to the king. His is not. Is there another approach to this? Yeah. Yeah, I think he had to. He had to. So what's the so I can threaten mate here, right? I'm not going to do it. I don't need to check him. I can just threaten mate. Like, is it worth this? Is it worth threatening mate and then taking? Or do I check and I take? I sort of like the threat of the mate. What's I don't want to play hope shogi. What is there a better response? So what is I do this? They drop a gold. And then I've got this attack coming up too. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. They've got two bishops. I've got two. So this is the exact sort of position I was talking about last game, where now I have two rooks. They have two bishops in hand. You know, mine are threatening mate. Oh. That doesn't seem... What about check here? Goes over here. No. Okay, so check. He goes whichever way. Check. Takes. Okay, so now do I what do I check here? And let's say he comes down, then I check. It's not a check. So this is a check. Take. Sending move? Oh no, well, I only have silvers. Silver? All right. I'm not seeing anything else. I'm just not seeing anything right now. Anything better. This check doesn't, that's just running away. I don't. So I want a gold. Which way? Which way? Like this? Is there any threat here? Is there any threat here? Shoot, 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 shoot. All right, I'm going to do this. At least I'll get a gold, and then I can do ascending move on the next move. Actually, let's not. Let's just think. What about this? What about this? No, we're going to do that. I am channeling Gerard UV. Oh! Boy, I mean, I attempted to drop the silver here. That's not good enough. It's not good enough. So now I can check next move, or I can get my. Oh, well, What about this? Boy, this is not the way to do it. Shoot, 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 shoot. Help me, Gabriel. You're my only hope. I see. I'm a Tsume creator is really what I am. I think that's the. I think I need to start threatening over here. So I'm going to try to use more time. I'm going to try to use my time. I mean, I've been trying to, but I think on the last move I might have gone a little earlier. In the tournament, I will have 40 seconds. I'll have to write my move. I'll have to make my move. About this. 1 second. Okay, take. He takes. Take. Boy. All right, let's do this. He's got my knight. I don't care so much about that knight, but yeah, I would definitely like a gold. I would definitely like a gold. Huh. Okay. I said I'd like a gold. Look at this. Look at this pro move. Look at this. Look at this streamer. Look at I'm a streamer. Whew, that felt good. That felt good. So a gold drop here, I think, is pretty rough. Let's see if is there better. Is there better? What about this? Is this one? No, I think this. You know, I think Gerard was playing 1560 today, and each of those 60 seconds they were using. And both players were really, the other player especially was going down to zero, to the point where I thought they were just basically resigning by timeout, but they made the move on zero like 3 or 4 times, I want to say. What's the defense for this? What's the defense for this? Like another silver? Like here? No. No. Run? Is it running down here? Oh, ooh. Okay, so if I take king runs, and then I get this. So if I take king takes, or about this. Let's check. And then I'm not going to make it right now. So check. Come over here. It's going to be mate. Maybe the gold should have been here. Maybe I should have dropped the gold here. No, because then he comes up here. And this, you know, this I can lance this silver. Fascinating. Wow. I mean, what if I do this? What if I take and they take gold. Oh boy, take. I think I can take it. I think I can take it. But so yeah. So now I will have the mate here if he tries to run, or oh boy. So take, 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 gold, up, silver. Yes, yes. That is it. That is it, right? Yes. Okay. Whew, good game. Very good game. All right. You know, I'm going to hesitate to read too much into these two games, but you know, maybe last night's just punishment that I took and that I really spent time on today. You know, no, I'm not. One day doesn't make that big of a difference, but but yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, so let me catch up here. Oh, you have to go. Oh, yeah. Well, thank you. If you see this later, Gabrielle, thank you for coming. Really appreciate it. As always, really appreciate it. Thank you for the help in that other game, and just your continued like support and help and you know, cheer. Hey, Shogi explained. Yeah, we were talking earlier. I mentioned you. We were talking about the you know, the tournament plans for you know, eating and whatnot. And so the mate earlier. Was that the one where I could have dragon takes 3-1? Is that so where was it? So I was thinking, where was it? I was thinking I could, this was mate when I dropped the gold on 6-9. Dropped the gold on 6-9. Oh, earlier on. Oh, so presumably with the, because this is in the way. Are you thinking, you know, I've got the gold, I've got a lance. Okay, so let me, boy, you know, it's amazing. The time comes so quickly for me. You know, 30 seconds is so fast. So if I come here, take this. So I have 2 golds. Like, you know, 2 golds. What I was afraid of here, just what I might have even said it. What I was afraid of here was the king running. So if I take, let's say I take, king takes, it's mate. It's mate if the silver takes. So if the silver takes, I've got the gold on the head. The king goes somewhere, and I've got the gold over here. So that one, you know, the silver taking was clear. So if I take and the king takes, this is what I couldn't read. Like, I don't know, boy, a lance. No, because the lance, then the king runs here. I have 2 golds. Gold. I'm not seeing it yet. King can't go to 7-7 because of the dragon. Well, let's see. Okay, we drop sack the dragon instead. I'll have 2 golds. Yes, so that's let's play it out. So take the 2 golds. Now where to. So I had speculated here that I'd do this. Lance. So okay. So okay. Now I see. So you said Lance also. But the run around is what I'm afraid of. So he drops. Let's say he drops just for because it covers both sides. Wait. Do this. Then take. Yeah. I mean, wait. So it takes. Take or drop, and then it's mate. But what was the one that I said before? Run. So the run. The run. I'm if I drop here, takes, and then the run is happening. If I drop here, the run is still sort of happening. Yeah. Although I can get the silver. Yeah. If there, then just gold drop 8 9. Okay. Oh, okay. Now I'm catching up. Think misread. Yeah, it's I'm so hesitant. I'm so hesitant to sack, to a fault. I think I'm so hesitant to drop to sack the dragons, just because I've tried it speculatively like too often. But yeah, when you attacked your rook, you could have played gold 9-8. Oh yeah, let's go back there. Let's go back there, because I think I started when this happened. Now I started feeling this is where the time really got in my head. So like this situation now is the part like that I get stuck on over the board as well, where now I can't spend my entire clock on offense. So my calculation, I feel like is kind of slow as it is, but at least prior to this move, I am thinking 100%. Do I have this mate? To a fault. Immediately you can't be spending all your time on this. But here I was thinking about the mate, because at least I wasn't under a threat. But now I'm thinking about, now I have to think about defense, and I have to think about what pieces they're going to get and what pieces I'm going to give. And hey Ornolf, good to see you. I wonder what is. I've always been meaning to ask. You have watching without audio. Oh, wow. Very interesting. I had never seen that before on Twitch, that icon. So I always wondered about that. But anyway, greetings. I think I said hi. So good to see you. I think there was a mate earlier as well with a gold drop to 8-8 to surround the king instead of 5-8 check. 5-8 check. Oh, okay. We will go back to that one. We will go to that. So this here. Let's get through this one then. So the after the when you attack your rook, you could play gold 9-8 for the threat mate. Where's gold 9-8? Wait, gold. Wait, gold 9-8 or gold 8-8? Oh, later after gold drops 4-4. Where's gold drop 4/4? Okay, so gold drop 4/4. Oh, so when he threatened with the gold. Okay. So after gold drop 4/4, gold 9/8. Let me process this. Threat mate. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. And then I still, okay, so here, and then this is obviously then it's over. But if they drop one of these bishops, well, this after I capture it, it's still threat mate. Well, how could they defend this? No, that's still. How do they defend this? What about this? No, it's yeah. So now. Oh well, I could. Well, you can't drop there because I mean, yeah, they can't drop. Oh, what just happened? Where's my line? I mean, if they do this, I could. Well, would that add defense to it? Huh. Wait, so what would I know what I would do because there's no way I'm going to calculate this in 20 25 seconds. So I think I would do this. But is there a better? So now he doesn't have King 8/8 anymore when you make the drag. Yeah. Yeah. But what about this? So do I, if I do this, there are three ways to capture this. If the king does it, they lose the ability to run here, and then it's take either way of taking. If the silver takes, it's mate. If the I don't know what it is about the geometry or the setup of this particular position. My brain is frozen. It's just like frozen. Yeah, I don't think there's any coming out of this. Yeah, I mean it's over, but let's see if he takes with this, then it's also just this. Yeah, wow. Now as I was making those moves, I don't want to. I don't want to like be too dramatic with some of the thoughts, but that game today again. I'm like a broken record on that Gerard UV game. It's like you see what can be done. You see what can be done. You get inspired by some other players, and you want to try to reproduce in some small way what they've done, and then sometimes it works out, and then sometimes it actually works out, and you think, oh, it's going to be like this forever. I'm always going to do this, and tomorrow I'm well. There's a moratorium on Shogi Club 24, so before we get to that next mate, the next mate from Ornolf, I want to say I'm thinking that today's Monday. Normally I would do Shogi Wars. I think I'm going to stick to Friday and Monday as Shogi Wars. I think I'm still going to do that because I do believe that there's value in playing fast. Like I do for me at least. Like I do believe there's some value in it, even though even though those Shogi Wars nights are emotionally soul crushing, in some ways. I think there's just mixing it up and keeping it fresh. But otherwise, until this tournament, I am going to stick to 1530, which means the practice games on 81 Dojo, because there's no way to play rated games of 1530 on 81 Dojo, and or lishogi 1530 games. It's just a complete fluke that I saw Treasure Hunt playing, and joined in there. So that's going to be my plan. So I think I'm going to be away from Shogi Club. I might not be able to resist, the siren song of 81 of Shogi Club 24, but I'm thinking I'm going to do that because I really want to get comfortable with this time control. Over the board again. I've said it a million times. I play on Sundays 10:40, which is the closest to what we'll be playing, which is 1540 at the tournament. And, I think online 1530 is a good approximation of over the board 1540. Maybe 1530 online is a little easier, I think, than over the board 1540. But regardless, it's I think the closest we've got. I think 1560 online, for me anyway, is I feel like I need to get this cadence in my head. So 1530 is what it's going to be. And I'm going to hope that it does. In the end, no amount of preparation, especially for only a month, is going to help me. I'm going to walk in there Saturday afternoon. I'm going to play for Shodan Plus level players. I'm going to lose to 4 players, and I'll have fun doing it. And then I'll play the casual games, and I'll get crushed there too. But it's. I want to at least prepare so that the people playing against me think, okay, that guy was okay. That guy, I beat him. I beat him in 40 moves, but he had an idea or two. Yeah. You said you love these situations where counting moves becomes meaningful. Don't have to respond to threats if your attack is faster. Yeah. That was that was what was particularly frustrating in watching the game last night, where Mayu.jump ran the king up the board, and yes, I had checkmates. Yes, I missed checkmates, but also it was not a pure race. I also had some small amount of king safety. I had at least 1 or 2 moves, of slack to play with. And so I could have surrounded the king. I could have surrounded the king and instead of making, a forced checkmate, I could have surrounded the king and gradually just stifled it multiple times. And watching it over, it was just like, oh, why can't, why when I'm reviewing these games, or why when I'm rewatching the stream, do I see everything? I see it all. And just like in this Gerard UV game that I was watching today, I feel like I was seeing everything. It's like, oh yeah, they can. Oh, and I'm like cheering them. I'm cheering on this player because they're making the moves that I'm thinking, and it's like, okay, it's so it's really fun. But when I'm playing, all these things just fly out of my head, and I'm panicking in the time. And so anyway, long story short, that's why I really want to stick to this time, get this cadence just cemented in my head for next month. And yeah, I'm still going to play Shogi Wars on Monday and Friday, just because I still think there's value in playing those fast games, just to maybe speed up a little more. But anyway, that's the plan. And then anyway, so going back now to what Oralt was pointing out, there was a mate earlier as well, with the gold drop to 8-8 to surround the king instead of 5-8 check. So where did I make the 5-8 check? That was early, I think. Wait, so here's where the pawn took 5-8. I didn't kick off an analysis. I'm going to kick that off just while it's running. I'll be very curious to see if this was sound. I counted. I did my counting. But we'll see. We'll see. So gold drop 5-8. So here's that first gold drop 5-8 where, I thought I was going to at the very least snag 2 pieces for a gold. And you say, oh, with gold, this is Hishi. This is like Hishi 101. Oh yeah. I haven't actually spotted this in a game in probably over a year, and I know it had to have existed. But this is a pattern. Side note. With Sume and with chess puzzles, I'm a big believer, if only because I really like it and I want myself to believe it, but I'm sort of, I'm a believer that going over, you grow the difficulty of the puzzles that you're doing, but you never leave the easy ones. You come back and do easy ones, kind of like fundamentals, or like I don't know, like a pro basketball player might practice their free throws or their dribbling or whatever. You practice the fundamentals, and I haven't done my basic Hishis in a long time, so I wonder. By virtue of the fact that by not doing the basics in a while, have I lost them? Have I lost some of those basics? Here I am. I'm trying to solve mate and fives. Not that mate and fives are all that difficult for any of you, but like for me, they're pretty difficult. And I'm trying to do these things, and I'm taking 20 minutes on a problem or whatever. But meanwhile, these fundamentals that I need to be able to see at an instant, like in an instant, I need to see this stuff, or at least build patterns for this. I see chat. I see something is scrolling. So I want to see if anyone's saying anything. Oh, ignore that. That's just a joke for another channel you watch. Oh, okay, the audio. Okay. Hey, Jandro, called out loud. How dare you mute me? Yeah. This. Well, I got all excited thinking like, is there some like automated like text to speech? Not text to speech, but like what is it called? Closed captioning, or is there some sort of automated closed captioning that I just wasn't aware of? Because like I would turn that on sometimes, because I was watching a stream last night while with the family we were watching TV. I was watching Genesis 3 or Genesis, Smash Brothers Melee tournament, and I would have liked to hear what the people are saying, but like we were watching something on a TV show or whatever, and I didn't want to interrupt, so I was watching the action kind of on the side, but without sound. But anyway, so that okay, there's Rico, love these situations, yes. I'm better prepared than you. I don't know about that. I see you playing. I see these Kifus that you're posting to Shogi Harbor. So your secret's out. I see them. And actually that was one of the ththings I was thinking, like Rico's training. I'm thinking like, okay, Rico's training for this tournament. I better start training too. I want to do as well as I can. I don't want to say I want to do well, because I'm not expecting, as far as I'm concerned, like I've said, the Shodan and above are like the gods of Shogi to me. And there's going to be a lot of gods of Shogi, and I'm going to be this peon over there. And, I'm just going to be trying like not to get completely crushed. And I see I see you training, and I know that some others must be as well. So I'm getting my act together. And so you haven't decided which opening? Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty set on my openings. I still don't know what I'm going to do I still don't know what I'm going to do as Gote versus fourth file. I still am waffling a bit on what I'll do as Gote against third file, but realistically, as that's probably my the setup that I have the most experience in and most comfort in, I'm probably going to stick with what I'm currently using, which is opposing rook. My Satomi inspired opposing rook against third file. Nishiyama down with Nishiyama line, and yeah, so that'll be interesting. I don't necessarily know what I'm going to do against opposing. I might go opposing myself. I might do opposing versus opposing in that case. I'm not sure, but I don't expect that too much. We'll see. We'll see. I shouldn't expect it. In my mind, it's like, oh, it's going to be a tournament. It's going to be all static rook players, but obviously that is not the case. That's clearly not the case. So I can't. I shouldn't even let my brain hang on to that. Yeah, Ornal, that happens a lot. Feels bad, man. Even during a game, as soon as you make a move, you see the refutation or better move immediately. Oh, it's rough. It's so rough. It's so rough. Especially on Shogi Wars, where like I'm making it hurts because like I'm making my moves quickly, but then as soon as I'm making them, I'm seeing the better move, or I'm seeing where my move goes bad. It's like I didn't need to wait. I didn't need to think that much more to see this. I just needed like one more second of thought, and I would have seen this, or less than a second. But I don't know. Then again, sometimes when I spend more time thinking, I end up doing my first move anyway, and that first move was the wrong move. But yeah. Okay, okay, so Rico, silver drop 4-9 prevents this. What? Oh, wait, what? Oh. Wait. What about this? What about that? What about that? Does that do it? Does that do it? What am I missing? What am I missing? Uh, now there are too many pieces, too many of the same piece looking at each other that I'm blanking here. Um, this is I don't know why this is so funny to me. It's so weird. My eyes it's like in the videos of the robots that as they're looking at something and you see that like the lens is focusing. My eyes are going like in and out, focusing in and out. Um uh so where silver drop 7-8. Okay. And so you think this, yeah. But now if this drop, oh, then gold on 6-9. Oh. And wait. So and okay, and yeah, huh? Oh man. Yeah, so that's interesting. That's interesting. That's another one of those. So that's one of those where like let's say I spotted that. Let's say I spotted it and I made the drop on 8-8. When it turned out not to be threat mate on the next move, then I think I would have gone into sort of semi panic state. I don't know if that happens to any of you where you read something out and it turns out your instinct was right. So your instinct was right, but like the mate was 2 or 3 moves later. But like when it doesn't turn out exactly as I imagined it, I definitely start thinking like, oh my gosh, did I give up the game? Did I give up the game? Did I give up the game? Like, did I totally misread this? And so like I'll follow up on this still winning position, or still threat mate position. I'll follow it up with something that will lose that position. Yeah, that's rough. That's one of the things about for shogi that I don't know why it doesn't happen to me. Not that I'm all that experienced in chess. Like I've played more shogi than I've played chess, but I have played chess, over the board and online a bit. Um, but I don't get that frantic state where I think, oh my, but like I was just saying, oh my god, I blew it. Oh my god, I blew it. Oh my god, I blew it. Oh my god, like where I'm just sort of mentally beating myself up over having missed a move. So really weird. Yeah, and having the 30 seconds to do it and needing to turn that off is. Oh, so there was something I was thinking about how they say that like good athletes or like good quarterbacks in football, they have a good they have short term, like the best have short term memory. That they'll make a mistake. They'll lose the game, or they'll throw an interception or whatever, and then the next time they get back out on the field, after that, it's like that never happened, and they're still throwing away. They're still making their best moves. I think I need to somehow get there. I like especially in a tournament situation where like let's say this one coming up next month, there's going to be 4 games, 4 games in, well, 4 tournament games in one day, ignoring the casual games that we'll be playing before and after. There'll be 4 games in a day, ignoring the mental exhaustion that I imagine I'll be feeling, or so halfway through the first game. um there will be a mistake. There will be a mistake that will be made. I'll make a mistake, but somehow, like in that game or in the next game, I'm going to need to be like, stop thinking about that previous game. Just move on, play the move that you wanted to make, and forget about it. I don't know. I'm totally just thinking out loud. Yeah, I don't even know if there's anything to even really discuss about that. But it's like, it's just something I'm observing. Something that I'm observing about myself. From a trying to stand apart as a third party sort of observer of how my messed up brain is handling some of these games. Like last night, um, it was like it was it, each loss kind of compounded on itself. Um, and then I managed after losing four last night, so recap, I played 3 games over the board in the morning, lost all 3, and then decided I would do a quick stream just to win 1 game and feel good about myself. Just to win 1 game and just feel like have a triumphant Sunday night, eating ice cream or whatever I was going to do. And that quick stream turned into 1 game, into 2 games, into 3 games, into 4 games. So at that point, I am 0-7 on the day, and in 2 or 3 of those games at least, I had mate on the board multiple times. So like these games, until I started doing badly, were really, really decent games. And I just blew them. And it compounded on itself. Like where I get to a point where it's mate and I'm feeling like I'm not going to find the mate. I can't win. And finally, the last one managed to hold it together. And against rewatching that game, I'm not sure if it was as much as I had thought, but one of the most aggressive, if not the most aggressive players I've played. And so I was glad, I was able to at least not crumble. But I don't know how you work on those things other than just doing it repeatedly and trying to maintain some sort of mental focus. I don't know. Yeah. So Ornald, you're saying it's really hard to stay unfazed after blundering or noticing that you missed a critical move. Yeah, totally. And especially for me, I'm finding it's especially difficult if in my brain I perceive that I threw away a win. So if I'm going from a steady state and someone is slowly grinding me down and I make a mistake, yeah, obviously I don't like it. But those aren't the kind of things that come back and haunt me. They don't become recurring thoughts in my brain during the later part of the game or the next game. It's if I'm in the mode where I think I have this game won, it's maybe I just need to stop making those sorts of evaluations. Although, evaluating the board is kind of what you need to do. I don't know. I'm rambling now. So yeah. So that's I guess that's how it is. How did we do in this game? Oof. This was not one of our better games. This was not one of our better games according to the engine here. Mr. Engine wasn't too happy with our play. Yeah, that all right. Well, this one I will also tomorrow. Then this will be another good one to review. So that's two good games to review. And we'll see. So I guess let's see what is where are we? Oh, I didn't even switch out of my I'm still on the scene of the full board, but of the board. So just mildly tweak it to see more of the lishogi UI now. I'm kind of beat. I am kind of beat. Yeah, that's the thing is that I don't know what to make of some of those games. With some of those evaluations, because I have games that I win where the engine says the opponent made 1 blunder and I made no blunders, and my average send upon loss is 90 or whatever, and I'm looking at that thinking, wow, maybe I played well that game, but it didn't feel like anything special during the game. And then I have another game which I have another game where, win or lose, I feel like it was this amazing game with a zillion difficult decisions. And I think especially in those types of games, let's say I lose against a very good player. I'm like, boy, this guy is so good. Say someone from the SF Shogi Club or whatever. And I'm like they're so good. And then the engine's like, well, actually, your opponent made 300 average centipon loss, and you made 600 centipon loss, and you blundered 7 times and they blundered 3 times. And I guess it's just the nature of how games are played. And the sharper game is going to be harder for a human to make the best moves. But so I don't know how to compare them. I like when the engine tells me that I had very little centipon loss and no blunders, but like it's weird because it's like I've lost some of those games too. I've lost where the engine told me I didn't make any blunders. It's like, how is that even possible? I'm a Q level player, and I'm generally playing other Q level players. How did I lose without blundering? But anyway, I am beat. We're only at 2 hours and 21 seconds, or 2 hours and 21 minutes here. My plan was to get in 5 games tonight. Full disclosure. I don't think I said it earlier. My plan was to get in 5 games, and the number 5 is coming from the fact that I'm going to be playing at this tournament 4 games per day. So like I want to like train do something harder than what will be in the tournament setting. So I thought maybe I'll play 5 games of 15:30, and maybe because it's at the end of a long day, and maybe that's it. I'm trying to make excuses, but I am absolutely beat. I am so mentally beat right now. So I think I'm going to close. But thank you to everyone, as always. Thank you to everyone who came out, said hi, just did provided emotional support, and made for that game. I'm honored that you'd even want to play a game against me, and appreciate the reviews. Gabriel, and oh gosh, what was the name of that player, the player from Brazil that was in the game giving tips, Salaviera. I don't know if they're on the Discord, but thank you if you are, thank you. And so I'm not gonna ramble here. I'll spare everyone. Just thanks again. Enjoy your games. Good luck in your games. And tomorrow night is a Silicon Valley Shogi Club, so I'll be out there tomorrow night. And unless the weather has been crazy this afternoon out here in Northern California again, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe power will be out in the area where we have the club, or who knows. But so I don't expect to be streaming tomorrow night, but I'll play it by ear. Otherwise Wednesday I'll come back with the same plan. Hopefully get more games in. Hopefully be in a state where I'm not completely beaten. Sort of mentally. But that's it. And I will see you all in Discord. Again, enjoy your games, enjoy this great game, and thanks again. Take care. Bye.